The names that built this program are legendary. Lewis, Taylor, Reed, Hornets, Kosar, Testaverde. And it is with reverence, respect, and excitement that we welcome you to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here. You know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kansas State ready to kick it off to get things underway. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. First down for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Right down the middle. On target to the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Canes build their program around playmakers like that.
They do, Reese, and speed on the outside makes everybody so much better. Finding those home run hitters, those playmakers, those are the guys when Miami's rolling, those are the guys they're finding.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Got his man on the outside. And he delivers the angry stiff arm, but is greeted by an angrier defense.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Wide out in motion. They'll try the jet sweep to pick up the first down. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And a great job seeing the motion coming across the formation, understanding the jet sweep's a possibility, pulling the trigger, going and getting the guy on the ground.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. Tackled, but he has a first down. From that spot on the field, you're going to go for 4th and inches every time, but I mean, you could argue that 4th and inches, you ought to go for it almost all of the time.
I 100% agree. We're definitely going for this, and listen, let's play some offense. Let's have high octane. Let's put some points on the board. We're not kicking field goals. We're not punting. We're trying to score touchdowns.
And the Hurricanes look to keep this drive humming. Running back goes in motion. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. And the Canes are in the hurry-up. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the Canes looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unleashes one deep. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane!
I love the aggressive nature in the play calling there. In the opening drive of the game, you have an opportunity on 4th down, obviously, to just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it, and not just get it, they score a touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. They're just about ready to kick it away. From inside his own 15, looking for room. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Gonna run it. It's Suarez. And the first play is stuffed, and the visitors know they're not exactly being welcomed in this place.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football somewhere.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Kansas State will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, we knew coming into this one, guys, the offense wanted to get this guy the ball. I had no idea it was going to be like this, though. We're not even done the first quarter. He already has over 100 yards receiving.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Takes the handoff. It's Suarez. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Suarez. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. This time they'll go to the running game. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Makes his connection. And tackled here by the defense.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long.
Really nice job by the defense. The offense has the whole playbook open to him on 3rd and short. They try to slip in the screen. Did not fool the defense at all. Nice stop by the defense.
Kansas State trying to convert this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just...
Oh, look out, there he goes! Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. They're such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cade!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And a nice play by the defense. 3rd and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got his man. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
I don't know if this is the time for this type of risk. Offense going for it inside its own 40. On 4th down, looking to pass. And he reels it in inside the 30. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
That's a big-time completion. Guys, I think they caught the defense napping right there. I think everybody on defense thought that they were going to maybe throw to the sticks on that one, but instead, quarterback had some other ideas. He had a matchup he loved one-on-one, vertically down the field. He took advantage of it. This guy made a great catch. Let's keep this drive going.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Kansas State.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Arizona State is having its way offensively, just marching up and down the field at a breathtaking pace. They're up by 18 over the Royals. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
So they'll try to get it going in the right direction this time. Second and long from the 19. He's looking to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Finds his man. It's Woods. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Fires complete on the crosser. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Fires the pass, intercepted. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
Wonder if they'll throw it again after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 49. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. They make the stop right there. Good pickup and still short of the first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Going downfield for the big play. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Hurricanes will line up to kick off and start the second half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if any of you are this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the 1st down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Quickly complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
The Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. At the 35, he's open. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Running back searching for a hole. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. On the ground, it's Suarez. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quick completion on the out. And he's going to be just short of the 1st down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the 1st down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the 1st. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
He'll keep it on the sneak. That ought to be enough to give Kansas State the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. Give to the running back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
This drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be 4th down.
And how about this defense really answering the challenge so far today? This offense, you've seen like last week. I mean, they can throw for touchdowns and big yards and big chunk plays. Defense has answered the call, played the deep ball well, played discipline, making this offense really earn everything they get.
Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
He's looking to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Woods. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Miami 14, Kansas State 7.
Trying to pick up a 1st down. The give to the back. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Canes in the hurry up. On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run here. He is stopped short, and isn't that going to make things interesting?
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
The give to the back. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Using his legs, it's Perkins. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Not able to pick up that first down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on 4th.
And I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this first down.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. They'll run the sneak for it. Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. Handoff to the lone back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Number 20.
The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
PAT unit on the field. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Kent State looks like a bunch of world beaters right now. I'm not sure I've ever seen this offense look this crisp. They're up by 21 over the Royals. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Game here with just a few minutes to go. Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good gain for this offense.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it to the back. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down.
You know, on that third down, you thought they would have been a little bit more aggressive throwing it vertically downfield. Instead, they throw it behind the line of scrimmage to their back, and they're putting a lot of pressure on him. He's going to have to make multiple defenders miss to get that first down. Obviously not able to do it. Now you're expecting them to punt.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Gotta have it here on fourth down. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in a great position.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
On second and goal, he carries again. Touchdown, Kansas State. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
What a great game, tied late in the ball game. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score is tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Line gets set, first down. They'll go to the toss. At the 35, he's loose. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And this is a really good job of getting on the perimeter so quickly. When you run these tosses, you get away from the big boys. And when you got speed in the backfield, let him do the rest, right? Flip it to him. Let him get outside. Let him run the football, make a big gain. When you got speed at the running back spot, you definitely want to toss it to him and get him on the perimeter.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. They'll run the toss. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Now facing a third and long. Let's go. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
What a fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up fourth down. Can they come up with one more stop? If they get it, they might win this game.
Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the fourth, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. Getting some heat. Throws to the wideout. Finds his man, and they convert. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Looking to move it through the air. Complete in the middle. Tight coverage there did not stop him from making the grab. It's 1st and goal from the 8.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? You've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
The snap sets up to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, it's hard. This is the hardest time because you got to have plays and you got to have script because you know they're sitting back with all the DBs on the field in a dime package playing pass. How can we get first downs? How can we complete passes and get out of bounds to try to save some of this clock as we move the ball down the field?
Wide receiver coming across in motion. He's going to pass on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Man, this late in the game, it's go time. I got to have a score. I'm not worried about downs. I'm going through my 2-minute script. We know what's coming. We practiced this all week. In 2nd down, incomplete pass, go to 3rd down. We need to go for it on 4th down. This offense just has to keep that high energy up and try to run these plays fast.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
I love players that step up in big situations, in big moments of big games like that, late in this game on 3rd down, and just get the job done. That defender, an outstanding job. Outstanding work right there on that pass rush.
Quarterback checking off. He wants to throw it. Works the middle. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
At the 7-yard line. Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together